So here behind me we have these amazing buffalo. These are African Cape buffalo. For those who are familiar with water buffalo and so on and domesticated buffalo, this is not them. This is the one that killed a hunter a few weeks ago, unfortunately here in South Africa, right? So what do we want to say about them? They are like the elephant. They are constantly eating their grass and their cud. They're constantly chewing their cud. They will digest the food several times, twice in the mouth, so that's called chewing the cud, but then also in the rumen. So they have a rumen to ferment that grass into the fatty acids and the proteins that then they digest, that then they can actually access. So even your most herbivorous animals are basically eating fat, right? So that's why we say we also want to be eating fat, really, as our staple food. That's point number one. Point number two is these beautiful animals. If you think about an animal 2 or 3 times the size of these guys, that's what early humans would have been hunting during the Ice Age, right? We evolved to eat these versions, right? These are bigger versions of these things, right? So that is our evolutionary, ancestrally appropriate foods. And if you're not eating a diet which has a lot of ruminant meat in it, then there's a danger that you're not getting all the nutrition that you may need. So those are some thoughts. Yeah, I mean, like I say, again, beautiful animals. These ones, to be honest, because they're in a zoo and they're not roaming around freely and they don't have things like predator pressure, they're not very healthy. I think that's the third thing to say about these animals. Any animal that herds, they herd in order to prevent predation. They herd in order to protect themselves from the lions and the cheetahs and the leopards and so on. But they can't protect themselves forever. Those animals also have to eat. So what happens is they stay close together and then they move close together when they feel that the predators are too much around them. And that has a relationship with lots of things. That's what keeps the grasslands going. So when they're all together, you can imagine all these cows or cow-like creatures, buffalo, pooping together. That is an amazing fertilizer. And the grasslands are going to thrive once they get that fertilizer. By the way, the grass also has a symbiotic relationship with these animals. These are also called ungulates, or ungulates. I don't know how you pronounce it. E-U-N-G-U-L-A-T-E-S. So they eat the top of the grass. They don't damage the grass when they eat it. They eat just the top of the grass, and the grass actually needs that predation. It needs to be eaten from the top in order to come out more. So where these animals are healthy, where these animals are thriving, you're going to have thriving grasslands. But they also need predation. They need the lions, they need the leopards, they need the humans to be preying on them, otherwise they will also not thrive. So this relationship between prey species and grassland and prey species and predator species, these are very complex ecological systems that need respect and they need love. And we as the human animal, I think we also need to claim our space in that ecosystem. If you'd like to learn more about how we fix people's problems, fix people's health problems, fix people's digestive issues, by focusing on the ecology of the human gut, by focusing on the ecology of human species, give me a call. The link to book a call is below.